Hello, my name's Tom Lynham. I'm the marketing lead for ITIL at AXELOS. I hope you've enjoyed the previous videos that we published with LV featuring Dave, Karen and Kirsty. Today though, I am in Hitchin at their offices to hear how they've adopted an agile approach to problem management. So let's hear what they had to say.
Hi everybody, I'm Meghana Rajgopal. I've been working with LV for over a year now. I'm Application Manager for Life Retirement Solutions. Today I've got Matt with me, who would be telling us all about problem management using agile techniques. So Matt, would you like to begin with introducing yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Matt Austin. I'm an Application Manager at LV. Been working for the company for just over 5 years, and I look after the life protection, life heritage, IT internal and shared service portfolio.
Thanks for that, Matt. So the first question that I would like to ask is, what was the problem or issue that you faced?
So one of my teams look after the primary life protection policy administration system. It's a system that's been within LV for a number of years now, and typically or previously has only ever had one route to live, which was via a project. So all of our problem fixes, all of the small change work that needed to be done was all added to a project backlog. But also was typically the first thing to be de-scoped if ever that project ran into trouble in terms of running out of time or running out of budget, that kind of thing. So that was one issue we wanted to address. The other was the fact that as application management we had little to no interaction with our business customers, so that's something else we needed to look at.
So Matt, would you say that this no collaboration with business was one of the factors that led you to choose agile technique?
Yeah, it was probably one of the main factors actually. We were kind of by our very nature looking for something which was very collaborative with the business due to that lack of engagement that we had, and agile really lends itself to that. On top of that, it's very it's very quality focused when you're kind of looking at the output, which again is something we kind of strived for, being it's the first time we really implemented any code fixes into production. We needed to ensure they were very high quality. On top of that, the small change team who work down in Exeter with our business customers had recently trialled successfully, I should add, an agile pilot. So they'd got their own environment set up, they defined their own release process, which meant that we could piggyback along with that.
Yeah, input from them.
Economies of scale when it comes to release processes and change management processes, that kind of thing. So it made a lot of sense.
That sounds great, Matt. But did you have any blockers that came along your way when you tried to implement agile?
Yeah, and they kind of fell into three main categories. The first of which was around capability. And actually our recruitment policy had always been to recruit for support analysts. We changed that policy on reflection of the fact that what we were going to be doing was promoting high quality code fixes to production, and we started recruiting for developers. So we did that. They then brought the skills up of the other members of the team. And we've also, as a fail-safe, kind of introduced a development team code review stage where everything that we're proposing goes through the development team for review. They'll provide feedback, guidance, anything else which we should have considered, and we can then integrate that back into our development to ensure that we're not affecting the performance or stability of the system as we're doing it. The second area really was around the environments. So we had an incident investigation environment, which was non-production, but no dev or test environments. We then mirrored what the development team were already using, so we now have one development, one test, and we share the same piece up in terms of route to live, which enables us to crack on with the agile stuff independently from our incident investigation day-to-day work. And finally, it was around capacity, so actually how are we going to fit in the problem fix work alongside all these incidents and requests that continue to come in. So to get around this, we sat down with the business and we had a very frank conversation really, where we say actually these volumes of incidents and requests that are coming in every month aren't going to go down. We need to start looking at the underlying root cause, i.e. this massive problem backlog, and start addressing them one by one. And with the business, we sat down, we went through each of the problems, we prioritised them accordingly to work out which ones would deliver the most business benefit, and also from a support point of view, what would free up the most of our time, and then took the top 5 through to the first sprint and worked from there.
So you've nicely led on to my next question, Matt. What are the benefits or outcome that you've seen by applying this agile technique?
Okay, so the biggest benefit from my point of view, I guess, is the increased business engagement that we've seen. So we started this process back with little to no business engagement. However, as a result of what we've put in place, the business is now engaged from start to finish in terms of writing user stories up front, then working with us to prioritise those user stories for decisions on to which user stories will make it into the backlog. They then, once development's underway for these tasks, are writing and then executing system test plans, testing in user acceptance environments, that kind of thing. And finally, post-implementation, they're communicating these changes out to the wider business community. So really are integral to the whole process, start to finish.
Yes, so they are aware of the changes as well.
Oh, yeah, when they essentially co-wrote them, so they're very much aware, We've also seen, as you can imagine, a reduction in problem records, which has resulted in a reduction in the kind of churn of incidents and requests that we see on a month-to-month basis. And one of the other major important ones for us is we've now got a far increased ability to respond to business needs. So where previously a major problem might occur when you'd be looking for the next available slot as part of a project release schedule, actually now we can normally get that problem fix turned around within a week or two and into the next Agile slot, which is a rolling 2-week deployment. All of which has contributed to improved customer satisfaction. So for the last, for every month this year actually so far, customer satisfaction has been rated green by our customers.
That's
so
good.
from our point of view, we really can't ask for much more from them.
Okay, so thanks Matt for sharing your views on this topic. To wrap up this episode, I think there are 3 main points which anybody can take if they want to implement problem management using Agile technique. One of them would be think about the blockers or challenges and figure out a way to implement them. The second main one, which I think would be business engagement. And thirdly, continually improve using retrospectives. Thank you everybody. Stay tuned for the next part.